Hi, I'm Shawn.
And I'm Jess. And we're Bulletproof Studios. Okay.
Recently just went to New York Comic Con and I was Lord Zedd.
And I was Rita Repulsa.
I remember going to Walmart, I want to say I was 5 or 6. And Santa was there for Christmas. And I sat on Santa's lap and he goes, "What do you want for Christmas?" And I remember saying, "I want a Lord Zedd staff and chair." And he just said, "Who is that?" And flash forward, 15, 20 years later, and I have one. And I have the suit, and I am Lord Zedd. And it's just, 5-year-old me would be freaking out right now.
From a young age doing theater, I was the only kid who wasn't afraid of projecting themselves. So I always got casted as the villain because they were the loudest and I just knew how to be loud and evil. I had recently seen the 2017 version of the Power Rangers and I really, I don't know, it resonated how Rita was connected to the Power Rangers. I felt it gave her more of a drive, and I'm really into villains who have reasons behind their villainy. So when I saw how freaking cool that Rita was, I thought, okay, if I could find a way to combine the new Rita with the old Rita, then I can make it work.
I did a prototype Lord Zedd costume. I've always wanted to be him, so I did it in 2013. And last year I decided to really take the time and redo this costume. Through the years, you grow as an artist, you learn certain skills through the years, and then you practice and practice more. And so I felt like I grew as an artist, and I really needed to take that challenge one more time. I had to say, I'm gonna make Lord Zedd like he jumped out of the screen. And I have the chair, now I have a team. Like when I did the prototype, it was by myself. And it just so happened that last year was the 25th anniversary of Power Rangers, so I just felt like the stars aligned. I had to do it. And I had the opportunity with my team. We purchased a booth at Rhode Island Comic Con, and I said, okay, we're gonna set up the chair, but I don't want just the chair. I need the backdrop, I need to build the stage, so it's like you're stepping up to the throne of Lord Zedd. And it was an experience for not just me as a fan, but everybody who was a fan. The amount of times just getting told, like, I'm reliving my childhood right now. Like that resonated with me immensely, because that's the reason I'm doing it, is because this is my childhood. So we got those costumes together, and it took us a whole year. We had the idea around October, November, and exactly 1 year later we were on the stage. Right after Comic-Con, we're unloading, and we're sitting around, and I'm like, guys, we have to take this to New York. I like the enthusiasm of the appreciation for our creativity, especially with Rita. So Rita is a complete original design. So when you go onto the con floor with that design, you're just hoping people know who you are.
I was actually kind of scared because I know that there are some cosplayers who, if you mix and match with series, it's, oh, well, you're not the original Rita, or, oh, who are you supposed to be? But I wasn't even with you the first time I was seen as Rita, and somebody asked me, oh my gosh, are you Rita Repulsa? You look great. You're cooler than the real one. And I was like, this is amazing. This is awesome. And I'm so proud to call myself Rita Repulsa. So
we barely saw any of the convention. We made it to the Boom Studios panel,
which was great.
And after the panel, we literally stood outside of the doors of the panel for about 2.5 hours because we couldn't move. It got to the point where we had to refuse people just to get from point A to point B.
I've never met a whole bunch of strangers who are just so genuinely caring. Like, if they bump into you, they don't just keep walking past you. I was surprised, even in New York, everybody would stop and apologize, or they would praise you, or they'd talk to you about something. You never feel scrutinized. Everybody there understands that you're all there for one reason, and it's to appreciate some fandom or another. Thank you to Mercedes and Manny, again, who eventually just started to push people away, and they're like, okay, we have to get places. Please disperse.
So she's too nice to say no, and I can't really talk when I'm wearing this. So we had about 3 people on our team just say, move it, let's go, let's go. Sorry, we're heading to a panel, we're heading here, we're heading there. So we moved from the panel upstairs to the main entrance where we were there for...
I'm gonna say like
3 hours. We got filmed by Nickelodeon. We got just crowds of people around us. And it was just an amazing experience. I mean, unfortunately, yes, we couldn't see the convention. It was our first time there, and we would have wished that, you know, in hindsight, we need to get a 2-day pass or a 3-day pass to really experience the convention. But for us, or for me especially, is I wanted to bring this costume there. So really it was about this. So at the end of the day, the experience was everything I could ever dream of.
For me, this experience, I don't think I've ever had something in my life where I was so nervous, or I was almost kind of dreading it, because I didn't want to deal with the traffic. I didn't want to have to deal with unpacking and unloading everything, and then walking to the convention, and then standing in heels for hours on end, and walking back, and then sleeping just to get up and drive more traffic, and none of that happened. It was like the most pure experience. It was an exercise in happiness, basically. Just everything that I expected to go wrong went amazing, and even the bad parts weren't bad. It was just an experience that I don't think anything else in my life is yet to compare to. And I can't wait to do it again.
So after New York Comic Con, it really inspired Bulletproof Studios to kick it into high gear.
And we cannot wait to show you what's next.